Dazn over here with Melissa from LPR. How's it going?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, being with a big event like this with Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan at Madison Square Garden, it's a huge event. Overall, how does it feel to be a part of it?
It feels amazing. It's an honor to be part of this. Any show that I'm part of, any campaign I do, whether it's here in the UK, I thoroughly enjoy it because it's a job that I love doing. And this one in particular, it's just so great to be back here in New York in Madison Square Gardens. I'm really looking forward to the Crawford Khan fight. We've got great undercards as well. We've got Lopez, we've got Shakur Stevenson as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. And you know, I wanted to speak on the fact that I'm noticing a huge progression when it comes to the sport of boxing. We had, you know, an undisputed fight, Clarissa Shields versus Christina Hammer. Christina Poncho was out there doing her thing, announcing, and then we have you here, being a part of one of the big fights of the year. With women in the sport of boxing, have we progressed a lot? Has a lot changed? And what's it like just in general just working in boxing as a female?
I don't think it's progressed as fast as it should have done by now, but it's happening slowly but surely. And I think now with social media platforms and the internet, people are able to get that knowledge quicker. So I guess it's too slow still, but we're grateful for the opportunity.
Now, you know, with the difference between like the UK and the US press, when it comes women in boxing, is it any different, or is it still kind of a slow slope, just kind of getting...
As in the collaboration between UK and US?
Just in general, the difference from the culture from in US, UK, or is it just the sport in general?
It's like in England, it's more about the papers, and we do sort of different journalism, whereas in America, you've got so many, online media platforms. So sometimes it's hard to keep track of those sorts of things, but there is similarity. The only difference between the two cultures is I personally feel much more able to be more creative in this country than I am back in England. I think maybe it's the landscapes, it's the countries, it's the culture, like people are so friendly. I love working in America. I absolutely adore it. In England, we're a little bit more restricted, I think.
Okay, and with you being in the position of where you're at right now, and one of the biggest cards of, not just the month, but of the year, do you see yourself inspiring other females to get into the sport from all fields of work?
Oh, 100%. I get DMs and messages all the time. I get, people are like, oh, you're always on your phone, you're always doing Insta stories. I'm like, it's not about me. I'm doing the stories to give you behind the scenes access to that, so people can see what it's really like to do PR. Let's not forget the media production. Like, there's so many people that are behind the scenes that may not necessarily get the credit, and without all those components it just really wouldn't work. So I'm all about promoting as much as I can on my social media platform to encourage more women to get into boxing, and it's slowly getting there.
Before I let you go, I just want to know just a slew of fighters that you've worked with and how long you've been in the business, for the fight fans and people just to know.
So I was with Isaac Dogbe, so he's signed to Top Rank. He's got a fight coming up May 11th in Tucson, Arizona. He's got his rematch with Navarrete, so that's going to be quite exciting. And I work with Top Rank Boxing in regards to getting their UK press and their UK media. It's been a successful campaign. We've had loads of UK press come over, and they're very, very happy with the way they've been received. So hopefully many more. And hopefully we'll get more UK press to come, not just to cover the British fighters that are on the bills, but actually just boxing in general. Let's take it back to those days, the Muhammad Ali days, the great days where there was so many press, around the whole ring. Now it's just one section on one side. So I'm praying we can take it back to those days.
And for anyone to find your work, maybe work with you, and maybe follow your journey, where can we find you at?
It's Melt PR on Twitter and Instagram.
Look, appreciate giving us time, and definitely excited to see the rest of your career and the rest of the work and collaboration you're part of.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingvoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.